Good morning, children. In the previous classes, we learned about the structure of atom. First of all, the fundamental particles which are made up of atoms. They are also known as subatomic particles. We may use this word several times and learn by heart the names protons, electrons, and neutrons. Protons, electrons, and neutrons. These are the three fundamental particles which the atoms are made up of. Then we also learned that the center of an atom is known as nucleus. The center of an atom is known as nucleus. Protons and neutrons are found in the nucleus. So, protons and neutrons are found in the nucleus. They are also called nucleons. Nucleons means protons and neutrons. The electrons are always revolving around the nucleus. What are the charged particles present in the nucleus? Protons and electrons. Protons having a unique positive charge and electrons having a unique negative charge. What is the charge of the nucleus? The charge of the nucleus is positive. Plus, by the way, the protons having a positive charge and they situated inside the nucleus, they have positive charge. The electrons are having negative charge. They never thrown out of the atom because they are always attracted towards the nucleus. Electrons having negative charge, they are always being attracted towards the nucleus. They are always moving. Electrons are always moving. They are moving in different paths. The moving paths of the electrons are known as shells. Then we also learned two things. The atomic number is noted by the letter Z and the mass number. Atomic number means the number of protons present in the nucleus. We may ask to find out the number of protons and the neutrons and as well as electrons. So, you don't confuse the terms atomic number and mass number. Where you simply adding, we get the adding the number of protons and the neutrons, we get the mass number. Then the second thing you remember is the number of proton is always equal to the number of electrons. Number of protons equal number of electrons. So, by knowing the number of protons or by knowing the number of electrons, we can reach certain conclusions. For example, in an atom, it contains 21 protons. The atom of an element the atom of an element contains 21 protons. What is this atomic number? The atom of an element the here element is referred as the it contains 21 protons. What is atomic number? Atomic number is equal to 21. Atomic number is equal to 21. Why? We know that atomic number is the number of protons. Atomic number is the number of protons. So it contains 21 protons. So atomic number is 21. Then what is the number of electrons? Number of electrons is equal to 21. By every atom, number of protons and the number of electrons are always the same. If there are 21 protons, there is also 21 electrons also. Hence, the atoms are electrically neutral. Positive charge and negative charge are equal. So, atoms are electrically neutral. Then we can write the electron configuration. What do you mean electron configuration? What do you mean by the term electron configuration? The electron configuration means the arrangement of electrons in different shells around the nucleus. The arrangement of electrons in different shells around the nucleus is known as electron configuration. If the number of electrons is 21, then you may ask the examination, write the electron configuration of these elements. Number of electrons 21. Therefore, what are the different shells? The different shells are K, L, M. Number of electrons. Total number of electrons 21. What is the maximum number of electrons? According to K, only 2 seats in K. Then there are many L. What is the 8? Then remains 11. How we can write is correct or not? Write 11 here. While writing the electron configuration, there is a rule that the outer shell cannot accommodate more than 8 electrons. Here it is the outer shell. It cannot accommodate 8 electrons. In such a case, what will do? It can accommodate only 8. Then the next electron goes to the next shell. 3, N. 2 plus 8 plus 8 plus 3. 21. Here we have to, while writing the electron configuration of different atoms, there are 3 rules you may have to follow. What are 3 rules? First one, the inner shells are to be filled before going to the next shell. We have to fill the K shell. The maximum number of electrons that can accommodate K shell is filled. Then the K shell filled, then it is going to the L shell. L shell is the maximum number of electrons is 8. Then go to M shell. M shell can accommodate 18 electrons. But then comes the next rule. If the M shell, if it becomes the outer shell, then it cannot accommodate more than 8. Then in such a case, the electron exceeds 8 may go to the next shell. For what are the 3 rules? First rule is the shell and the maximum number of electrons can accommodate. K 2 electron, L 8 electron, M 18 electron, N 32. That is the maximum number of electrons. Second rule is the inner shell must be filled before going to this shell. Third rule is not more than 8 electrons accommodate the outer shell. Then you can do another exercise. The number of electrons in an atom is 70. number of electrons. Here we are giving number of electrons is given. Then you may ask to find out the answers of the following questions. What are the given? In the question you are given number of electrons. Then you may ask to find out the atomic number. Atomic number of protons, electron configuration. How we get find out the answer? Here, the number of electrons is given. What's the number of electrons? 17. We know that in every atom, number of electrons is same as the number of protons. If there are 17 electrons in the atom, there are 17 protons also. If there are 17 protons, the atomic number is 17. Right? Atomic number is number of protons. Here number of protons is not given. Then how we can find out the number of protons? In every atom, protons equal to electrons. 17 electrons, then there must be 17 protons. Then, if the number of protons is 17, atomic number is also 17. Why? Atomic number is the number of protons present in that. Then number of protons is also 17. Then we can write the electron configuration. How we can write the electron configuration? There you may please note that always when you are writing the electron configuration, you may draw the column. What are the columns? First column, shell. Second column, number of electrons. Shell K, L, M, N. You may take as 20. Then number of electrons, 70. Number of electrons, 70. After 70, 2 electrons go to the shell. Take automatically as 0 electrons. Then 8 electrons go into 8 plus 2, 10. Then the remaining, how many electrons remaining? 7 more. 8 plus 2, 10. Then 7 more electrons, 7. That goes to 7. What is the electron configuration? K shell 2, L shell 8, M shell 7. Then we have to learn 2 more things. That's valency and valence electrons, or valence electrons and valence. What is valence electrons? The electrons in the outermost shell is known as valence electrons. Electrons in the outermost shell is known as valence electrons. What's the importance of it? Elements react together to form compounds. Elements react together to form compounds. Why they form compounds? An element attains stability when it had attained 8 electrons in the outermost shell. That arrangement is also known as octet. An element attains stability, becomes stable when they acquire 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Only the inert gases, that means helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, they are only stable and inert gases. They does not take part in reactions because they have 8 electrons in the outermost shell except helium. Helium is also stable because it has only one shell named K. It was also built up. Then what is valency? Valency is the number of electrons gain or loss to attain stability. We can examine some example. Your differentiate this sodium. Its atomic number is 11. Sodium, the atomic number of sodium is 11. Atomic number 11 means it contains 11 protons. Then how many electrons are there? 11 electrons also. Because protons is equal to electrons. Number of protons is equal to number of electrons. We have 11 electrons. Then we can write the electron configuration K, L, M. How many electrons are in the equation? 2, 8 plus 10, then one more electron here. Here, what is the valence electrons? Valence electrons means electrons in the outermost shell. Outermost, number of electrons outermost shell. Here the valence electrons is 1. What is the valency? Valency is the number of electrons it gain or loss by take part in reaction to attain stability. Here, sodium has two chances to attain stability. One chance is to gain 7 more electrons to attain stability. How many attain stability? Any element attains stability, it has 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Now it has only 1 electron. It needs 7 more electrons to attain stability. It is not easy to gain 7 more electrons. Then the second chance is to lose this. It is easy to lose this electron. Then its valence here it loses 1 electron, so its valence is also 1. So here in the case of sodium, number of valence electrons is 1. Number of valence is also 1. That means by taking part chemical reaction, it loses 1 electron to attain stability. We can explain with one more example. Sodium atomic number 11, electron configuration 281. Another 11. Chlorine atomic number 17, electron configuration 287. Chlorine atomic number 17. Total of atomic number 17 means it contains 17 protons as well as 17 electrons. 17 electrons. Total number of electrons 17. Out of 17, 2 electrons goes to K shell, 8 electrons goes to L shell, and 7 electrons are F shell. Then what is the valence electrons in the case of chlorine? Valence electrons means the number of electrons in the outermost shell. Number of electrons in the outermost shell. Here the outermost shell is M. Innermost shell is K. Midmost shell is L. Outermost shell is M. How many electrons are there? 7. So there is a chlorine. The valence electrons is equal to 7. What is its valency? To attain stability, chlorine has 2 possibilities. What are the 2 possibilities? Chlorine has only one demand. What's the demand? Every element has only one demand. By gaining or losing, I need to attain stability by obtaining 8 electrons in the outermost shell. There are only 2 possibilities. Either to give this 7 electron, then it gives 8 electron, or to gain 1 electron. So, what is chlorine do? In the case of chlorine, losing a 7 electron is not easy. Let's say they have gained 1 electron is very easy. So it accepts 1 electron. So here receives 1 electron again. So the valency of chlorine is 1. Can I differentiate between valence electron valency? Valence electron means you never mind it. Simply you may write the electron configuration, and the number of electrons in the outermost shell denotes the valence electron. It is not difficult. Only the number of electrons in the outermost shell only. Then what is valency? Valency you have to attain. There are some elements in the periodic table. You are going to study in the higher classes. In the periodic table, their total number of periods is 18. That the representing elements are found in 80 groups. Out of the 80 groups, the group number denotes the valence electrons. Here we can please note that what happened while sodium compares the chlorine group of sodium chloride. Sodium gives 1 electron to chlorine. So after giving 1 electron, sodium also attains stability. After receiving 1 electron, chlorine also attains. What is stability? Stability means 80 electrons in the outermost shell. 80 electrons in the outermost shell. That is the stability of the atom. That is also known as octet arrangement. Octet arrangement. This is the difference between valence electrons and valence. Together, we have to do a number of problems. In this chapter today, you can acquire a thorough knowledge about the electron configuration. This thorough knowledge is necessary for studying about chemistry. That means chemistry deals with elements, compounds, and chemical reactions. Chemistry is a branch of science which mainly deals with elements, compounds, and chemical reactions. Elements, the basic elements, we already say, elements are the pure substance which contain only a single type of atoms. And say compounds, what are the compounds? 2 more elements combined to form compounds. Here sodium and chlorine combined to form sodium chloride. Then what the element means? It contains a single type of atom. So the property of an element can be predicted only by the knowing the atomic structure, mainly the electron configuration of it. The properties of an element depends upon the electron configuration or the atomic structure of the atom. So we must thorough knowledge about the atomic structure. Then we can do an example. I am going to give, for example, an element has the atomic number 30. Atomic number 30. The coordinate side is electron configuration 2, 3, 8. Another student writes 3, 8, 2. Another student writes 2, 8, 3. Another student writes 2, 6, 5. Right side. We understand my question. The atomic number of an element is 30. Atomic number of an element is 30. 4 students, namely 4 students in the student A, student B, and student C, and student D, write the electronic configuration as given. 2, 3, student A write 2, 3, 8. Student B write 3, 8, 2. Student C write 2, 8, 3. Student D write 2, 6, which is correct. We should apply the things what we learned in the class. We should, what is given atomic number 30. What are the given facts? Atomic number 30. When the number of proton is equal to 30. Number of electron is equal to 30. The electron configuration is equal to, what is the maximum number of electrons? Electrons are distributed in different shells in the around the atom. What are the names of the different shells? K, L, M. What is the maximum number of electrons that can count in different shells? K, 2, L, 8. The second rule says that the inner shells must be filled first. Then only the goes to the next shell. Here what is the right answer? Here K shell correct. Actually. Here L shell contain 3. No. L shell contain, before delaying M shell, L shell must be bigger. What is the maximum number of electrons? The L shell 8. Here is not correct. Here also the K shell can accommodate the maximum 2. Here is 3. It is not correct. Here the K shell can accommodate 2. L shell can accommodate maximum number 8. And balance electron goes to the L shell. This is right. We are 4. So then you can write here an atomic structure of an element is given. Here it contains protons, 30, neutrons, 29, Then you may ask 3 questions. Number of protons 30, number of neutrons 29. You may ask to find out this atomic number. What is atomic number? What is atomic number? Atomic number means number of protons. Here there are 30 protons. 30 protons. Then atomic number is 30. What is mass number? What do you mean mass number? Mass number is equal to P plus N. What do you mean P plus N? Number of protons plus number of neutrons. Number of protons plus number of neutrons. What is number of protons? 30. Number of neutrons 29. Therefore mass number is equal to 59. Then you may ask to find the number of electrons. What is the electrons? How we can find out that in every atom, protons and electrons are always equal. Protons and electrons are always equal. Then you may ask then you can write the electron configuration also. In your textbook, page number 51. First 20 atomic electron configuration, atomic number, number of protons and electron configuration and valency of first 20 elements are given in the chart. You may read and then you practice. You may don't copy the materials given in the test. First you may take down the atomic number. You may take down the atomic number, then you yourself write the electron configuration. Then you compare it or correct it with the materials given in the test. So we can do all things to be done in this chapter, isotopes and isobars. We can take it in the next class. Before what are the things you may have to do is today itself I give you a number of questions from this section. There is no need to note detailed notes. If there are certain some points you have to remember. What are the points you have to remember is given. You may read the points, learn the points, draw the diagram of some elements, the atomic structure of the elements are shown in your notebook. Then you have to become familiar with it. What are things you have to do in short? In short, what are things you have to learn? First of all, the three fundamental particles. The three fundamental particles the atoms are made up of. What are the three fundamental particles? Again and again and again, I asked you, what are the three fundamental particles? Protons, electrons, and neutrons. Then you may ask a number of questions from there. What are the charged particles? Protons and electrons. What is the neutral particles found in the atom? Neutron. What is the center of an atom? What is the center of an atom? The center of an atom is known as nucleus. What are nucleons? Protons and neutrons which are present in the nucleus are also known as nucleons. Then, who discovered the presence of protons in the atom? Protons, Rutherford, electrons, J.J. Thomson, neutrons, Chadwick. Here, Rutherford also conducted an experiment which proved the presence of nucleus, that is gold foil experiment. Then we can pass on to the next topic, atomic number. Atomic number is the number of protons present in the nucleus. Then mass number. Mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Atoms are electrically neutral. Why? In every atom, number of protons and number of electrons are same. So atoms are electrically neutral. Then you may come there in the electron configuration of different elements. You may familiar with first 20 elements. You may learn by heart. The moving path of the electron is known as we learned that electrons are revolving around the nucleus. The path of the electrons revolving around the nucleus is known as shells. Give you another name of the shells. Shells are also known as energy levels. Shells are also known as energy levels. Which is the lowest energy level? K shell. That is, we can clearly say K shell. Which is highest energy level. We cannot clearly fix the shell, but generally we can say that the outermost shell, the highest energy level. How we can find out the maximum number of electrons in a shell? Which formula we will use to find out the maximum number of electrons in a shell? We can find out using the formula 2n square, where n is the number of the shell. Which shell contain 18 electrons? M shell contain 18 electrons. Then come the last point, valence electrons and valency. What is valence electrons? Valence electrons means the number of electrons in the outermost shell. Valency means the electrons gain or lose to attain stability. That's also known as the containing capacity of the element. If the valency is 1, the containing capacity is 1. If valency is not 2, its containing capacity is 2. So you may read this textbook today itself. You may go through this. The most important things are from the what I say. This are the important things. Above it, first of all, you may try to write the electron configuration. Then you become success in studying chemistry. You can take the next topic, the next class. Okay, thank you.